Although stress is a feeling that is instinctively part of being a human being, oftentimes we tend to attract stress over ourselves by expecting the result of too many demands while having too little time and patience to handle them. We all did that at some point in our life. For example, it can be difficult to manage your time to balance running a lab, keeping your kid alive and happy, and contributing to your household. Stress can often be an unruly force, and some stressful events are out of our control. But it's important to notice that people can create stressful moments as a result of their behavior. These instances of stress are known in psychology research as dependent stressful life events. Basically, these are stressful experiences driven by your choices, like instigating a blowout argument with your partner or putting off a challenging work task until the deadline hits. In contrast, the independent stressful events factor can be applied also to the random and largely uncontrollable things that happen to us, like your car getting rear-ended at a stoplight or a deep freeze blowing out your water pipes. So it's a little frustrating when you get in the way of your own success. But realizing how much you influence your own stress could help flip the script and give you some power over your future. According to some research, it is possible to learn to recognize whether or not you are fueling your stress and stop the process. Another type of stress to look at is the stress generation in context of social anxiety, which is characterized by persistent fear and avoidance of social situations. These facets of social anxiety can also generate or escalate stress. For example, you might stop yourself from speaking up at a contentious work meeting out of fear of seeming stupid, but by staying silent, you might hurt your productivity. Or you might go on a promising first date because you are worried you might appear awkward, but in turn, you feel even lonelier. A person's symptoms can worsen their stress, which in turn worsens their symptoms. This creates a toxic cycle that can be hard to break from. Across 2 studies, experts observed the participants with higher social anxiety symptoms and social anxiety disorder reported experiencing more dependent stressful life events than people without social anxiety. Another study suggests that people with a social anxiety disorder also rated independent and dependent stressful events as equally influential on their well-being. They suggest that we have more control over stress than we often realize. Through certain actions, you can mitigate stress generation. So it is recommended to consider what specific events and areas of your life you are most stressed about and write a list. Then reflect on your role in each of the items on your list. We have to be honest with ourselves and reflect on the role we play in causing or worsening stressful events. More often than not, our personalities or behaviors are fueling the stress fire. One way to start is to ask yourself, how much control do I have over the situation? What am I doing or not doing to make the situation better or worse? If you truly have no control over the event, then it's time to shift gears. Think about how you can respond to or cope with the stressor. In doing so, you could seek out the support of loved ones, go for a walk outside, or re-engage with objects and activities in life that you value. If you have some control over the event, then you must identify what you are doing to cause or worsen the stressor. You could ask yourself, what am I doing, saying, or thinking? What problematic patterns cause this stressor? These are important questions to ask yourself where you come from your stressor situation. After asking yourself these questions, it is advisable to make a plan to modify any helpful behaviors, words, and thoughts. And you could ask yourself, the next time I find myself in a similar situation, what will I do differently? Outline for yourself what actions might lead to a less stressful outcome. It is important to avoid damaging self-blame. One study found that the participants blamed themselves more often for dependent than independent stressful events regardless of whether or not they experience social anxiety. Self-blame can also be self-defeating. Instead of thinking like that, take the opportunity to be empathetic and assertive. Keep in mind that there are many parts of life we can't control. This is a rare instance where we do have some power. The most important thing is to stay true to yourself, not overcomplicate your life, and find a way to balance your life with your environment. That way, you put yourself in a better position to reduce the risks of being exposed to stressful situations. I hope you found value in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and the notification bell so that you never miss out on any new informative video uploaded. Remember, your health is your priority. I'll see you in the next informative episode.